Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Destiny Arianna, and today I will be recording my Bowden Q&A. But first I want to do a disclaimer because my nails look trash, guys. I'm sorry. Ignore them. It's really hard to because I talk with my hands, but yeah. Okay, but before I start, I just want to give a quick disclaimer that my experience isn't the same experience that every Bowden student goes through. I'm also just like thinking about my intersectional qualities. I am a woman of color and I do come from New York City, so I'm also coming from, the city. So my Bowden experience is different from a lot of other people's, but that also goes to say that it is a Bowden experience, and I'm just really excited to, give you guys my point of view from Bowden, and I'm gonna try really hard to, answer these questions to the best of my ability. I am still a first year, so I don't have all of the answers, but I did some research, and I'm just really excited about sharing these with you guys. Well, if you want to hear the questions and hear my answers, just stay tuned and keep watching. So I'm gonna be looking up and down at the camera a lot because I am reading the questions off of my MacBook. So yeah. So this first question is asked by Sadie D. And her first question was, what led me to choose Bowden? So it was really interesting how I found out about Bowden. It was just the name slipped in from one of my college counselors in high school. I never heard of Bowden until my senior year. And when he told me about it, I was just like, Bowden? Maine? What? Like, it was just really weird, because I've never been to Maine. I just knew that I wanted to go to school, liberal arts schools on the East Coast, and he was just like, this is a really good school and I think you should apply, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Hey. But that goes to say that I'm really happy that he did put the name in, because I was skeptical at first, but it ultimately became the school that I will be attending for the next 4 years. And when I went to visit, I basically just fell in love with the school. I just fell in love with all the opportunities that they had. I fell in love with how beautiful it was. I went in March, so when I went, it didn't snow, but the day after it snowed and I got stuck in Brunswick. Actually not Brunswick, I got stuck in Freeport because we were staying at a hotel in Freeport. But I just really fell in love with the school as soon as I got there. But I just really overall loved the school and just the liberal arts education and just everything that they offered. And that kind of just sealed the deal for me. So the second question that she asked was, what have been your favorite and least favorite parts of Bowden this far? So I would say my most favorite part is everyone that I've met. When I tell you guys that I've met the most amazing people at this school, some of my closest friends I've ever had in my entire life, and they're just all really amazing people. My least favorite part about Bowden right now is probably not being able to adjust to the cold. I'm in New York right now, and I keep looking back at the Brunswick weather app thing, and I'm just like, negative 17 degrees. I'm just like, no. So I guess you guys will see when I get back to campus, but I don't know how I'm gonna adjust to that, but hey. This is a big question. I kind of combined a lot of people's questions, but how diverse is Bowden? Sadie also asked me, does it feel really white and small? And I looked online and it said that Bowden was the number 27th and the most diverse schools in the nation. So I'm guessing that that's okay. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So Bowden has a really good standing with the statistics on that. But coming from my point of view and actually being on campus and seeing it firsthand, I would say that I can see that Bowden is moving towards becoming more diverse. My class, actually the class of 2021, coming in, so we just graduated, basically my freshman class. We were the most diverse class to ever enter Bowden in the history of Bowden. And I can see that, you know, they're making an effort to put more POC on campus, and I'm hearing this from a lot of upperclassmen too, and it's just like, wow, like there's so many POC like entering Bowden, like this is crazy. So yes, like you don't walk around and not see anyone that, you know, doesn't, like, because that's the first thing that I look for. Like when I got to campus, I was just like, okay, I need to find a place for me, like I need to find my people, you know, whatever. And I have that, and we have AFAM, we have multiple associations for POC, just feel comfortable and also, you know, connect with people who identify the same as them. And it's just great. Like I honestly like don't know what I would do without having that, you know, support from that community. And the last question that she asked was anything that I would do differently now that I've been through the first half of my first year. Honestly, this is so funny because it's all I've been thinking about before I go and start my second semester of school. But I wouldn't be as hard on myself mentally as I was. I was really scared about starting school and just like all of the stress and anxiety that comes along with that. That, you know, I was really hard on myself. I was just like, no, like Destiny, like I'm just so stressed all the time. And I mean, the stress was real, but I'm my biggest critic and I beat myself up all the time. So this year this semester I really plan on, you know, being more supportive of myself and, you know, just being my own cheerleader at the same time, and just like giving myself more credit for the work that I'm putting in, because like I'm working really hard, and like sometimes I don't even see that myself, and like other people have to tell me, but you know, I want to be there for myself and really like encourage myself. So self-motivation all 2018. Okay, so these next questions are from Sabrina612. She asked me what my major is. Since I'm a first year, I don't have a declared major, but I know that I'm interested in Africana Studies, definitely. I'm looking into taking an Intro to Gov course next year because my fall classes are already here and I don't have any Gov courses for them. But I'm also considering minoring in French, but we'll see how this next semester goes. But yeah, those are my interests right now. So these next couple of questions are just random questions that I've received via text message on Instagram and, you know, just whatever. So someone asks, is the environment super preppy or competitive in terms of learning? And I would say no, and that's one of the main reasons why I really like Bowden, is because no one's going around just like, what's your grade, like how'd you do, oh, like you failed, like it's nothing like that. I've had really good experiences with a lot of like people in my year, but also upperclassmen, like consistently asking me like how I am, if I need help with anything, just being really supportive of me. And that's something that I really appreciated, because that's what you need, like your first year in college. You want to feel support. You don't want to feel like people are attacking you. So this is a big question that I get a lot. People ask me all the time if I submitted my test scores. And the answer is simply no. So this is different for a whole bunch of people, but my personal reason was because I didn't do so well on the ACT. And when I say I didn't do well, I don't mean like, oh my gosh, I got like a 35, like I didn't get a perfect score. Like I mean, like I did less than like a 25. So like in my opinion, like that was complete, like no. It was trash. So I just was like, it's a test optional school. If my scores aren't, you know, really adding like an amazing asset to my application, then it makes no sense for me to, you know, submit them, because it's not gonna take away anything. You know, it's an option, and it's just, you know, for me it was a better solution because I was already really insecure about my test scores. And just to have that option of being test optional, like I feel like that really helped, because I knew that I was overall like an amazing student and I didn't want my scores to define me. So I really like that it was test optional. So my advice to anyone out there, I know the applications already went in, but for anyone else watching this video that's applying next year, or just like future viewers, if you feel really comfortable in your scores, or you feel like your score was really great, so I'm saying like maybe like 29 to like 36, on the ACT, or even, I forget, I didn't take the SAT, so I don't really know the statistics of that. I think it's like 1600 maybe. But yeah, like I feel like if your scores are really amazing, then definitely go ahead and submit them. But if you're insecure about your scores, or you feel like your scores like on the low end, like if it's not really gonna set you aside from a bunch of other applications, like in my opinion, like I just wouldn't submit it. Test scores don't define you, so if you did like in your opinion like bad on them, that has nothing to do with the type of student that you are. So this is another question about the workload at Bowden, and this also depends on, you know, the classes that you're in. But because I take a lot of reading-based and writing-based classes, I have a lot of papers and a lot of readings, like I mentioned before. So it was really interesting, like having 150 like pages of reading due in like 2 days. So like you would have like Bowden classes run like maybe Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. My French class runs Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it's like you have that Monday and Tuesday to do your work for Wednesday's class, and stuff like that. So it's really just about like you really need a schedule. That's my best advice. Coming from like my first year. Next year, I'm definitely like, I'm even gonna start working on this now. Like making a schedule is honestly like the key to success at college. Honestly, if you don't have a schedule or planner, honestly, like I don't know how you're doing it. I really don't know. I would want to know, but like I can't because I get overwhelmed. But if you want to learn how to like manage your time in college and just like learn how to like really attack your work and do the best you can, just get a schedule and like really try to religiously practice that. Like literally follow your schedule every day. Okay, so another question was, what is Brunswick like? So my opinion, I don't know much about Brunswick because I'm from the city, so I look for cities. Brunswick's not really a city, it's a town. So like they have your little Domino's, your Hannafords for grocery shopping. They have Rite Aid. Portland pie is really good. It's like a pizza restaurant. It's really great. It's amazing. And they have Gelato Fiasco. When you go to Bowden, you're gonna hear about this like your entire orientation. Like Gelato Fiasco. Oh my gosh. Like wow. Like it's just a gelato place. It's really good, but I'm not gonna be in there all the time. I probably will go when it gets warmer. But my favorite flavor is Cookie Therapy. But nightlife in Brunswick, I don't know. I think it's like non-existent. Like if you go to Bowden, quote me if I'm wrong. Don't really think I am, because when I go to Domino's at like 10 or 11 or 12, no one's outside. There's literally the only people that run Brunswick after hours are Bowden students, and like it's not even like that lit like in Brunswick. But me, I go to Portland because, you know, it's a city, and they have a Metro Breeze service that takes you to Portland for like $2, $3, and it's amazing. I'm literally going to Portland almost every weekend, you know, getting my nails done, going to Dunkin' Donuts, like just being in a city environment because, you know, I just feel like way better, and it's like a breath of fresh air. And yeah, so if you're looking for a nightlife or, you know, a city-like environment, Portland is the place to go. Like, for real, y'all. Okay, so, that's pretty much it with what people are asking me specifically. But yeah, I just want to first just say thank you so much for all your support that you guys are showing me, with, you know, just growing my channel and helping me really like branch out. Like this means a lot to me, and I'm super happy that you guys get to watch me on this journey. And also everyone that's been telling me that they're getting accepted to Bowden, like guys, I'm super happy for you. Like it's so amazing when people like DM me on Instagram and they're just like, yo, hey Destiny, like I watched your videos and you really just helped me so much, and like I got in and I can't wait to meet you. I'm just like, oh my goodness, like I'm literally like crying to my mom, like mom, like this is so great, and like you guys just make me so happy. And I'm just so excited to, you know, just I feel like I'm in the college process with you guys, and it's just amazing because I remember how stressful it was for me. Like it was rough, so I'm just really happy to, you know, like share this with you guys, and if you have any more questions, like I'm gonna really try to keep posted on this video. And if you have any questions that I missed or just want me to elaborate some more, just comment on this video, and I will try my best to check it at least once a day and answer any questions that you guys have about Bowden. Also, I'm going to be talking to people back at school and admissions and financial aid, just to get any more statistics that you guys need or want to know. And comment below any videos that you guys want me to do when I get back to campus, because I have a bunch in mind, but you know, you guys are the reason why I'm also doing this. Like, I just love you guys so much, and I want you guys to see what Bowden life is like. So just comment, you know, whatever you want to see, and I'll put together a nice surprise for y'all when I get back to campus. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you guys are enjoying your week, and I will see you guys on my next video.